Let's see, is this still unlisted? Okay, good, we're public. Alright, so... Okay, mic is on. Gonna be editing some of the videos for this week. Gonna be doing them live right now on the YouTube channel. Just quickly going through the dashboard to make sure everything's okay. I wonder if this shows up, like the live stream, I wonder if it shows up in like here. Or if it only shows up in live, like if it's got its separate own analytics.
Oh my god, Godzilla's here.
Okay, and then I've got this playing in the background. I'll put that over there. So, first off, I need to come up with what I'm going to be doing for the 3 videos. That's weird. Okay.
Is that you, Matt?
Okay, that doesn't go away. Okay. Alright, so... I'm going to be working on 3 videos for the next 2 hours or so. I've got these 2 videos here and I just need to come up with one other idea.
Communist penguin here playing a communist video.
Oh. Messing up my hair a bit there. Alright, 12.8.
And it's just like the video's like
I was actually dinking around a bit today with the AK-104 and the 103 again, and I've already made a video of the AK-103 before. However, I haven't made a video on the AK-104 and yeah, so I'm curious if I should do something about that. AK-104. AK-104 builds. Okay, I just need to make sure I haven't actually made a video on this before.
I have this feeling that you're never gonna play VR chat again. I'm just gonna fucking guess.
K74 and 103. Yeah, I haven't actually done a video on that before. F12. Nope, just F12. Okay, you can close that. Yeah, my hair is so messy, Jesus Christ. Okay, interesting. So Discord doesn't show that I'm live. Okay. Yeah, normally you can get like, you can integrate Twitch. I wonder if I can make another connection.
But like, the only problem with this avatar is it's so tiny.
Okay, YouTube is now connected.
She's tiny, but she's not like, this thing's like half of like, oh, I can look up skirts. Oh, what? Nothing. Look at this. Wait. See this character over here? Wait. God damn.
Alright, I'm just trying to think. Okay, what was I doing? I was trying to see if I can sync Discord. I've got that there, but I don't think it shows, unless maybe it's in my overlay. Like game activity. Streamer mode. Privacy safety. My account. Yeah, I don't actually think there's anything I can do to get it to show that I'm live through Discord. It's not that big a deal though. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so we've got our 3 things here. I'm not sure if I want to do the AK-104 builds thing or not. I'm just going to turn down the music a bit. Okay. So I've got the 104 builds now. So normally what I do is the first thing I'll do is the scripts, but I think I'm going to do something a bit different tonight. I'm actually going to do the thumbnails first. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload. No, that doesn't work. I don't think I can upload anything like that. I was thinking what I'll do is I'll upload the thumbnail right away, but I can't actually do that. So we got thumbnail work, and then thumbnail work. So the first one I'm going to work on is this one. Basically, the point of this video is to analyze one I already did a while ago. This was one of the first ones I did, but basically like budget RPK. This was the original thumbnail, so bad, absolutely terrible. Then I had the parts list, and this is how I used to do it, but I decided that I wasn't going to do that anymore. Anyways, so it's going to basically be like a reflection on that video. See what's changed, if anything's changed on the RPK or not. I've also never streamed on YouTube before, so you guys will have to bear with me for a bit. While I get used to this. Okay. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into... Are you kidding me? The fuck? I don't know why I'm logged out. That's very weird. I really hope it doesn't get me to put an authorization code. Okay, thank God. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on the thumbnails first. So I'm gonna open up Photoshop. And normally what I do for thumbnails is I go and take a picture of essentially just kind of dark pictures so that it shows up well, kind of like this. I'll take a similar one to this, but I like the nighttime scene, and then I try to do something like this where it's pretty blank, and then I'll do like the text at the top. That's what I've been recently doing along with like one of the gun builds in here, generally the top tier version for those kinds of videos. So I normally do this in offline mode, and I think this is going to be the build. So this is the AK-103 actually, and I want to do on AK-104s. So I'm just going to quickly make the preset for the 104. Actually, you know what? No, I don't even need to. I go to 104 right here. Then I'm just going to disassemble. And I'm going to pop all of these parts on here. For some odd reason now, you can't fold the gun if that's there. Though you can unfold it, put it on. It's fine. You can do this and fold it and put it on, and it's fine too. But you can't unfold it as long as it's on there. I don't know why they did that, but... Okay, so I'm just going to strip down this piece. I'm just going to slap everything on there, basically. It's already got the same pistol grip, because I do like using that pistol grip a lot. And there we go. So, because this is going to be the first... because this is going to be the first one I do, or the... Sorry. Tangling my words up. Because this is going to be the gun I use in the thumbnail for this video, I'm going to do this. I'm going to open up a new document. And I normally start in 2560 by 1440, and I'll have two documents, and you'll see why in a second. So what I do is I take the, I think it's this one. No, this one, object selection tool. Select the object, and then I just go in and try and get the pieces that are missing. Sometimes it's not ideal, so what I have to do is I have to kind of do this, where I grab more than is there. But that's not really an issue because I can fix it up in the next stage of the edit. I'll show you guys that in a second. So yeah, just go around, kind of pick up any parts like that, and then that looks pretty... Oh! That looks pretty good, so I control... Alright, capture that. Post that there. It's okay. And then I generally do a gradient. Oh, that's not a gradient. Click on all the wrong things. Okay, so we do a stroke of this layer, and you won't see it right now, but then what I do here is I click on this. I go to, or I double click it actually, and then I go to the gradient overlay and just check mark that. And normally anything like this is fine as long as I can see the white lines. Then I lock this layer, and then what I do is I click back on layer 1, take this eraser, and because I have it set now properly, what I do is I will erase this. What I meant to say is because of the stroke, I can actually erase a lot more and it doesn't look bad. Like I can erase down quite a bit because the stroke will cover up any kind of like issues with the texture. Like, so I erase, just kind of make it smoothed out quite a bit. And then it doesn't have to be perfect either. Like you can see there's some issue here. Unfortunately there's a bit missing there, but that's not going to be too much of an issue because once I do have the thumbnail made, the thumbnail is always so small when people are clicking on videos that they're not going to notice something like that deformation. So I just go in, kind of polish everything up just enough, anywhere where it looks like it might show up. And this is mostly just for like parts that are really bad, like here. So I'll round out the edges here. It does matter a bit more now that I clean it up because I'm using only one gun on the thumbnail instead of 3. When I did 3, they were really small, so the picturing was quite a bit smaller. But now people will be more likely to notice things like this. So another thing I can also do is I'm gonna just color pick this bit here, and then I'm gonna just brush in a bit of space into here just to make this trigger guard a bit more thicker, so it doesn't look as messed up. And the color does look off, but when you zoom out it doesn't really look too much different. So I'm gonna color pick here, and then I'm gonna just polish it up a bit more, make it lighter because the darkness actually was kind of affecting it. And let's pick the darker spot and kind of outline that. That looks a bit better. It still looks a little wonky, but just gonna darken it a bit there. Okay. If you can only hear me out of your left ear, that might be on your end, but let me check.
Ooh, I feel that.
Is that a bit better? Is it in the both ears now? Can you hear me out of both ears now? Okay. Tell me if that fixed it. If not, microphone's all the way plugged in. Only on the left. Okay. How about now? Hey, Sean. How's it going? Are you also hearing me only out of one ear? Like my music's in both, but my voice is in only one?
I think this chick's pretending to be like 11. Because she's doing that like. Voice, right? And she's like, the guy's like, how old are you? She's like, I'm 11. But like, she sounds like a 20-year-old.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy. She's like rocking this little anime chick here. Like, I don't know,
Okay, okay, yeah, guys, tell me if that fixed it. I never had the issue when streaming to Twitch, so I don't know if it's a thing caused by YouTube or if I messed up my audio setup a bit. But I'm gonna continue to just do this until you guys let me know. But yeah, so I kind of go through, just kind of clean up any kind of like lines like this. Oh, hey, Sparky. I didn't realize that was you. Yeah, I'm trying out streaming on YouTube because I kind of don't like where Twitch is going with their platform, and like I don't get viewers on Twitch, and that's fine. However, where I mean to go with that is I might be able to get more viewership on YouTube, and it might benefit the channel a bit more, so I'm just gonna give it a go. Okay, actually, I'm gonna continue polishing this because I can already see that there's like sometimes that'll happen. I'll see like this kind of blemish on the drawing. Okay, let me see. Left is louder. How is this? Is it equalized now? I can already see that there's like sometimes that'll happen. I'll see like this kind of blemish only in one ear too on the drawing. Okay, let me see. How is this? Is it equalized now? No, it's the exact same. Let me see if the cord's unplugged into the back of my. I can already see that there's like sometimes that'll happen. I'll see like this kind of blemish in one ear too on the Okay, of course. Yeah. Of course, the one time that I try to do something else, my microphone's like, yo, let me just be the wrong way. Okay. If I go to my properties, I saw it. I feel like I had this happen once before, where my audio was only coming out of one stream. Let me try something. Is it better? Nope. Still coming out of one. That change anything? Nope. That change anything? Nope. I do not know what is going on with my mic. Audio. Okay. That didn't change anything.
Oh my god.
Desktop audio is that? Yeah, microphone. I don't know how to downmix to audio. Downmix to mono. Well, I had it set up at one point in time. Okay. Nixer, where would I find that? I'm fairly certain I had to do that for Edition. Oh, downmix to mono right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, that fixed it. I found it. Now I'm sweating because literally 10 minutes in frick, I'm not supposed to swear on YouTube. That is going to be a hard habit to break. It's easy for the videos because I can script it and then I just polish the audio, but I can't do that live. Oh man, that's going to be brutal. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. I think that is fixed now, hopefully. Okay. Right. Gonna polish this up a bit. Okay. I think that's gonna be okay now as is. So hide this. And then let's put it into this layer. Any issues I can see? No, it looks fine. Okay, I'm gonna go to edit and I'm going to transform and just scale. Just gonna scale it down a little bit. Because I don't have the picture yet, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna overlay. I'm gonna use the background I have right now as the overlay, or not the overlay, but the baseboard, I guess. I don't like this color. I generally use orange or yellow and red coloring for the videos. So I always have a temporary kind of name for the video in the thumbnail until I can think of something a bit better. And then once I do have something a bit better, that's when I change it. But until then, I'll use this preliminarily. And I can bring that down a bit. Okay. So now, is it still fine? Yeah, okay. Can you guys hear my desktop audio? No, you cannot. Properties. Default. There we go. It's back to normal. Now you guys should be able to hear the music again. Light green. Okay. Kind of like that, or more like that? Or more like that? 1, 2, or 3. That actually doesn't look too bad. Maybe a bit less bright? I don't know. A bit more faded out. Okay, I'll come back to that in a second. First, I'm gonna go into raid and offline mode, and I can just alt tab if you have a suggestion. So I don't know which map I want to do the thumbnail with. I don't like doing factory because I found factory to be pretty bland. And for a dark one, there's only like a couple of spots I could go. I've used woods quite a bit. I haven't really used it at night, so maybe I'll do that. I'll use this at night. Random weather conditions, but not random time, because I still want it to be nighttime. And I'm going to go to where Sturman spawns, and I'm going to get a picture of the lumberyard at nighttime. And I think that'll be pretty good for a background. I'll do shoreline at night for one of the other ones, because I've got 3 thumbnails to create, so I'll do that. Increase volume of my microphone. Is that a bit louder now? What about that? That's a bit louder, I think. Yeah, a little bit louder. Okay. I'm gonna flip the visor. I don't have to worry about scavs or dying or anything like that. I'm just kind of need to find... Okay, I know where I am. Gotta run this way. Yeah, pretty much any kind of like dark background works really well for the thumbnails. I honestly could even use a shack. I think that would be a good idea for a thumbnail. You guys are gonna notice that the video is a bit laggy. Graphics card is not great anymore, so I'm planning to get a new one. So normally what I do is okay, I'm just gonna throw it on the floor in here so I can find it easier. Oh, you know what? What if I did this? What if I throw it down on the ground here, have a bit of lighting? Can I get up here so I can make it a bit easier? Hopefully lands in a position I like. No, not at all. But you know what? I can actually just throw it this way. Why the hell is it coming out that way? Give it a bit of a spooky vibe going on there. And then I throw the hatchet down too so that I don't have that in the frame. Yeah, I kind of like that being there. So normally what I do is I try to have a bit of like a perspective shot so that I have like in the center of the screen is where it splits off. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. But I want to have that in the... What if I have it sticking out here? No, the light just doesn't really clip through. It's not a very powerful light. Okay, I'll attempt having it this way. Okay, that's kind of what I was going for initially, so... And that does nothing, okay. Sometimes this is what I have to do. I have to like mess around with it a bit, see if I'm getting something I like. If I'm not, I just keep trying again until I find something. You know what? Let's try that. Yeah, I kind of like that. But I want to kind of have that more of a focus in the center of the shot. So maybe like this. Yeah. And then I just print screen. Alright. So there's one picture. That one I won't use for any of these videos, but I do kind of like that, so I'm going to use that. So now off to the red warehouse. So yeah, I kind of just pick whichever map I'm feeling like having a picture of, and it kind of depends on the content of the video too. For the RPK, it really makes sense to do interchange, because kill is there, and that's where you get the RPK from, so. I don't do any pictures where I have the gun or anything on screen, because then that just kind of interferes with the thumbnail. I try to just take flat pictures like that, so that I can do, pretty much the only thing that I have to worry about is just getting the picture done right, and then everything I add to it I can manipulate outside of going back into the game. Whereas if I have like the gun on screen, it's a lot harder to deal with, so. Oh, okay. That should be a bit better. I don't really need the game volume to be high anyways, because I'm really using that. I am so glad I brought a flashlight on this gun. Not even for like that picture back there, but specifically because it's so dark. Okay, so here we are. I'm not sure where I want to get the picture. I think I want it kind of looking down towards the lake. So I think I'll run up towards the back here. It's incredible how far the flashlights like actually shine. Like, it's shining all the way to those trucks almost. No, I think it's just giving the impression that it shines up to there. I don't think it actually is. I do have to be quick because I think it's going to turn somewhat brighter soon. Though that might not actually be bad. It is fairly dark. Okay, so this is what I have. I think I'll take... I think there's too much there. I think this is what I'll do. I think that's a wood pile right there. And Sturman's cache. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the flashlight on, and I'm going to attempt to get the gun's light facing on the... on there. It wants to go everywhere except where I want it to. Oh, come on. Do I have to face backwards to get it to go that way? No. I hope they add a way to manipulate in-game objects, kind of like when they're on the ground. I think that'd be pretty nice. Okay, that was kind of close. Yeah, that lighting doesn't really do much for me. Alright, I think I'm just gonna have to suffer and not use that. So what I'll do is I'll try and get this backdrop with the bit of light there. So I'll come up here. Let's see how it looks standing on top of the logs. It's not bad. You know what? I have an idea. No, I don't think that'll actually work. There is one head-mounted flashlight attachment. There's an attachment that you can mount flashlights with. I just think that this is too dark. I don't think there's enough backlighting for this to actually be decent. Like on Interchange nighttime, there's a lot of light. Yeah. I did technically get an image, so maybe I will use that one. I'll go grab the image from Shoreline Night now. I think I'll do Resort, and I'm gonna bring night vision goggles, and I'm also gonna bring the attachment that lets me put flashlights on the helmet. That way I just have some options to kind of mess around with and see if I can get any kind of extra stuff in the photos. Yeah, it would be really nice if you could like pick up weapons or just any objects that are on the ground if you could manipulate them. Okay, so I think if this isn't on, I can use those. Yeah. I don't need the face shield, and the X400 is the stronger flashlight, so I'll use that. And then just gonna link search for the one item that allows me to use this. Mounts. Okay, I think it's actually linked to this one. Okay, I don't actually remember what it's called. I think if I link search this, I might be able to get it though. I really hope they didn't take it out of the game because it is a bit buggy. Or not a bit buggy, but it's a bit unfinished. When you run, it bobs back and forth, so it's actually kind of useless unless you're standing still right now. No, those aren't them. Yeah, they might have gotten rid of it. Okay, let me just buy all of the parts that attach to this and see if any one of them happen to be it. Because I think I can buy them all cheap, yeah. Because they really might have taken it out of the game. Oh, they did? I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a different helmet that supports it, not the exfil helmet. I want to see the airframe would support it. Maybe not. Maybe the Fast MT. The Tarkov. Okay. Let me... If the Tarkov works with it, then the Fast MT will. This is weird. Maybe only the Tarkov will work with it? There's no way. I don't know why. Is it this? Yes, there we go. I don't care that it's 100k. It's not going into a raid. Oh shit, right, it goes on the side. It goes on the side, so I can have night vision at the same time. Can I put it on here? No. Okay, so I do have to use the fast MT. Okay, that's why. And you can use both, so currently, oh, can I not use that one on there? Okay, what flashlights can I use? Okay, this one or the ultrafire. This one's more powerful, so if I remember. Okay, there we go. Okay, that solves the issues. Now let's go back in to shoreline. Go into nighttime, enable offline, random weather conditions. This way I can get rain or whatever, even if it's only cloudy. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe some pictures or a picture from inside the resort. If I spawn near something that I realize might make a good photo, I'll go and attempt to get one there too, kind of like how I did on Woods, where I was like, oh, this cabin might be good, so I'll try that too. The helmet mounted light too doesn't give any glaring or anything. I do think it might give an actual shadow though, so if it does give a shadow, I'm not going to be able to use it while it's mounted on the head. However, I can try and use it like the gun, where I just throw it on the ground with the flashlight and see if that works. So, see if that's okay. Just checking something real quick. Okay. The other thing too is you have to toggle the flashlight on the helmet. Like, I have to put it on my gun. Oh, fuck. Right, I have to toggle it on my gun, which means I might not actually be able to use that. Fuck it, whatever. There's so many issues happening, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not restarting at this point. I'm just gonna go into the resort and see what I can do with that. I think there is some lighting in there in the basement, possibly by default, so maybe I'll go there. I know the swimming pool has a light set up in it. I can't remember if that swimming pool... Wow, that cache is like glowing in the dark. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll find a mount for the gun in here. No. Okay. Dome might not be a bad spot to get it. I know, but I don't have a mount for it to go onto my gun. Because this one, the X400 mounts on itself. Whereas this one, I don't have a mount for the Predator on my gun. You need a mount because it's got no connector. Else I would have done that. You're getting off? Alright. Okay, there's a satellite tower. I think resort's this way. Okay, is that the flashlight clipping? Or not clipping? Yeah, that's the flashlight right there. That's kind of cool. I didn't know you'd be able to see. Oh, it's like somehow attached to your camera, not the helmet. That's kind of weird. Yeah, this is probably why Interchange is one of the better maps to go to for the thumbnails, just because you get a lot more light. I did recently do a thumbnail on customs that was daytime customs, and that one actually wasn't too bad, so that's good. But some of the maps are way too bright during the day, even in buildings for the thumbnails, so I have to be careful with that. Interchange is a bit darker during day, so that's okay. Parts of shoreline are also dark, like in some of the buildings they're darker but still somewhat bright, so there are quite a few options. I think this is a path, yeah. Yeah, so once I get the photos, normally what I do is I put those in first, and that's when I do what I've already done for the first one. I get the gun, cut that out, put a stroke on it, or put a accent on it, the white line, and then I do the text. So thumbnails don't actually normally take that long, especially now that I'm only doing one. Pretty much the longest part is this right here, getting some footage, or some photographs. Would that be something to find in an offline? Okay. Yeah, not gonna use that. It's the other side that has the underground part that I can go to that I think has lighting. Let me see if this is okay here. It's kind of creepy looking. Let's see. Let's see what I can do with this. So I'm gonna unlock this now. It's not bad. It doesn't really conflict with this, but I'm just gonna turn this a bit more this way. So that back piece is a bit more in line with more of the center of the gun. And now here the green doesn't really match. Well, you know what? I think it just needs to be a tad darker. Like maybe like that. And then just trying to think of what color I should do. I'm gonna use that background though. I think I'll use that. So that's 2 down. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna leave yet because there might be more. Where's the gun? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go upstairs, just gonna head to the other side, see if I can get some stuff from there. I might even get a good picture from Skybridge. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I really don't think I'm going to be able to get the gun to go the way I want it to. Let's try that. Okay, that's actually a bit better, I think. Okay, I'm thinking maybe like that. How would that be? That's not too bad. I think maybe like that might be a bit better. Oh. Yeah. Oh, but it's got the character standing up there. Okay. So now I can delete that. I can delete that, hide this layer. And this is the one I don't want. So now I've got all the layers that I want. So for this one, I'll do that. And then what I can do here is, because I have them in multiple layers, when I want to do the image, so like when I am done doing the thumbnail for this one and want to use the other one, I just turn that, hide that, and then I can just hide this and hide that, and then just put the new text on, which helps a lot. So I've got that done. I don't know what I want to do for the actual thumbnail title, so I'm going to leave that for a bit later. But now that I have that main stuff done, the 3 pictures, I'll go and grab the other one from my screenshot folder in a bit. I keep messing up my hair too. I'll get that from the screenshot folder when I need to, and then what should I do next? So once the thumbnails are done, I'll probably get some of the script writing done. I definitely won't get a video done tonight, so I'm gonna have to work my butt off tomorrow. But if I can get these 2 things done, these are pretty much the beginning and the end of the video, so that should be okay. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in here. This thing's ridiculous. Like, okay, well, you can't fold this. Well, apparently you could fold the RPK buffer tube earlier. It's weird. Oh, shoot. I wish there was a Control Z button for this game, because that's really annoying. Okay. Luckily I know which parts went on it. Hopefully I don't say that and then just put the wrong part on it. Dust cover, and I think that's everything. X400. Okay, so I can add the preset and then I'll just save it as AK104. I think even though they're going to be fun builds, I think I'll still do builds that I'll rate them by stats still. Or no, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should rate them based on what they're like looking like. Like this looks like kind of special forces. Kind of like, you wouldn't see this in general infantry or general army. That's for sure. I don't know enough about militaries and gun stuff like that to actually come up with a name. I will just list them temporarily. I'll just name it mid-high because I don't actually know if it's going to be the top one or not. Okay, so the next video is going to be for the RPK. So I'm going to go to Flee. And I have to do a bit of research for this video first. So first I need to see if the RPK... Okay, so the RPK is still dirt cheap. That's folded. 75 vertical recoil. That seems nerfed. Because I think at the time of the video when this was like... Oh no, it doesn't have a muzzle brake. Okay. 60... It's the same? What? I don't think it's been nerfed. I really don't think it's been nerfed. Is there a long barrel one around here? Well, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I'm just going to add a preset. Okay. And then I can just put the long barrel on in here because I have it found. There's no way. This is going to be even better now. Oh, wait, no, it's 545. Never mind. Okay, 55. It's the same. It's exactly the same. Wow. MOE stock doesn't do anything differently, but if you put this on, it's 50 recoil. And there's not even a foregrip. Okay. Hey, handsome, how's it going? It's still busted. This is perfect because I wanted to name the title. The RPK is still overpowered. Initially I was going to do a question, but I realized that's probably not a good way to go about naming the video. I've been learning a bit more about how to name videos and stuff like that. And I thought about it the other day. When people go to YouTube, they're not looking for a question, they're looking for an answer. They have a question that they want an answer for. So titling this video, is the RPK still busted? Well, they want to know if the RPK is still busted. Hypothetically. They would like to know if it's still busted and worth using. So instead of having the question and then they have to be guessing, if I put the title as the RPK is still overpowered, that is a lot more attention grabbing because it's giving them the answer right away, and then they can watch the video and say, holy shit, okay, I know this thing's still busted. Anyways, so I'm going to put the RK1 on for the, that's unbelievable, 45 vertical recoil. That's absolutely unbelievable. Okay, so the budget one will ideally be like this. And again, the gun's like, I wasn't even using the serve. I think this is... What? That's mind-boggling. Because this gun's probably less than 100k. God damn. I don't know why they haven't nerfed this gun yet. It's been like this for probably 6 months. Or more. And it people don't use it, which is what surprises me. Like, you would think that eventually people would notice, hey, this gun's pretty busted. It's cheap. It's really good. It shoots a good round. No, they don't notice. Okay, so budget. This is a budget foregrip for sure. It's underrated as fuck. It's crap. I keep swearing. It is as good as the MOE, but it's like 7k. And it's only worse by 1 ergo. As you can see up there, it's like +1 ergo. So it's not really worth using. How's it going, Jacob? I decided to try live streaming on YouTube. I don't know how it's going so far, but hopefully better than Twitch. Because I'm not too happy with how Twitch has been lately. Okay, so this site, do I want to use that site or do I want to use something else? It is cheap. It's dirt cheap. You know what? I'll keep it. I'll kind of keep the build reminiscent of the previous one. Because the RPK stock is pretty much the same. Well, let's actually see how much the E-mod stock is. 3 more recoil, but 5 more ergo. No, it's not worth it, especially at 68. Oh, that's 3 more recoil. Okay, no. Where is the RPK stock? There it is, AK-12. Okay, 58. You're also editing right now? Nice, dude. That editing life. Okay, yeah, that E-mod stock is great for this to be budget. 73 ergonomics. That is unbelievable. I cannot stress how unbelievable that is. That is insane. Like, the hell... Is it supposed to stay this good because it's from Killa? Like, what's going on here? And then we can put the RP1 charge handle because it's literally 3k for 1 ergonomic. So it's almost always worth it to use that. Overpowered RPK. I'm just going to name the build that because it's the only build I'm going to be covering for the video. Okay, if I assemble this, I buy the parts. Right now it's 56k. I already have an RPK. Is that why I did that? Okay, here we go. 144k. But I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need that. 113k. That is pretty baller. Like that, it's such a busted gun, and for that price, you almost don't want to run anything else in the game. The ammo is a bit expensive, but... So the takeover happens in 2 months, right? Okay, so this is going to be the picture of the thumbnail. I don't want the lighting to be too bright, so I'm going to do that. So then what I do is I come back in here and I actually just paste it over and I get rid of the previous one. Okay. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes this will happen if it's like angled enough. It doesn't like that it's angled for some reason, and whatever the way that Photoshop was designed with that, the angle just kills it a bit. Ooh, January 26th. That's gonna be sick, dude. So you're working for a production company right now? You're still working for Russell? Oh, fuck. Sometimes this will happen. Little bits don't want to go. There we go. Oh, fuck. Okay. Grab this bit here. Yeah, sometimes like it's just so weird. It's like I don't understand why. There. Oh, Russell works for you. I see. I see. So you're the owner of the company. That's pretty awesome. I was binging your content not last night, the other night, and I passed out watching your old forest, oh, crap. Your old forest videos, not the ones that we played, but the ones with the other guy when you were back in your little clan, Reg. And I passed out watching the forest videos, and oh my god, the game has changed so much since that video. Like, there were things that I remember being different from when we last played. I was like, wow. I didn't realize the game had changed this much. Okay. I think that's good. No, it's not good. I really dislike when it just doesn't want to grab parts of the image. Oh, I thought I was about to be toasted and that I was about to lose all of this. Oh, come on. Okay. Get rid of that. Give it a stroke. Turn on the gradient layer again. And erasing time. We do gotta play something together soon. Did you ever manage to get Tarkov fixed? I can't play Tarkov solo anymore. At least not right now. It bothers me too much. I'll get playing and then... Oh, no. That was not good. I'll get playing and then I'll just like sit in a corner and be a little bitch. God. Oh, it's so hard not to swear when I swear so often. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a really hard habit to break. Okay. Okay. Polish this up. Trisha has been playing a lot of VR chat lately. We could play some of that with her. Been playing Among Us and such like that. It'd make a good comedy video, I think. Kind of like our Rainbow Six Siege, the Michael Myers game one. What do you mean add a stroke? I do have a stroke on there. So, okay. So what I did is I I cut the image out with the object selection tool. I got as much of it as I can. And what I do is I Control C, I take it, and then I bring it in here, and I have this gradient layer underneath. It's literally just a gradient. All it is I paste this in here raw, and then I put a stroke on, and what I do is I just erase the edges down so that they're a lot smoother, and the stroke helps that stay cleaner. Because even if it like isn't correct, like if the image doesn't have the stroke, like if we hide the stroke, like you can see parts of it look really wonky, and it's really easy to like erase more than you want to, like that. But if I have the stroke on, it looks okay, and then I just like erase so that the stroke brings it up a bit more. Okay, go back to the original one. Select, deselect. Oh, fuck. Okay. Click select up top. No, that's the move tool. Okay. Go back to the original, deselect it, click select up top, select, okay. Subject. I did not know that was a thing. Alright, well, I guess I can do that too. And then just go in and pick up the parts that I need to and get rid of the ones I want, like... Oh, fuck. Is this the right tool? Why is that selecting? Oh. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's not actually a bad idea. That works. That'll be a lot more efficient, that's for sure. So I'll do that in the future. Okay. I think I've got everything polished on this to where I need it to be. No. No, that shaves too much off. Yeah, I vaguely remember you telling me about that, and then you showed it to me, but because I hadn't been using Photoshop for very long, I don't think it quite clicked in my head how to do it, so thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna draw in lightly here. Looks a little wonky. There, that's a bit better. Yeah, you won't even notice it from afar. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to polish up the lines a bit more. And then, yeah. And that's pretty much done. Okay. I like that. So now just Control C that and paste it in here. Kind of center it and hide that. For the title, it's not necessarily fun, but it builds that look good. Should I just name it Sexy AK-104 Builds? Like, is that going to get it? Is that, like, bad for YouTube? I feel like it probably is. Juicy? And then just maybe grab the width a bit. Juicy AK-104 builds. I don't know. I don't really like the sound of that. Sounds a little weird, right? Like, that's not just me that thinks that sounds a little weird. I'll just keep it for now. Alright, so the third video is... Third video is going to be about budget. Well, I don't know if I want to do budget loadouts. If I think I want to do level 20 to 40 builds, gear sets. 25 to 40 gear sets. So it's not gonna have a gun in the picture, but maybe I'll have one piece of body armor. No, but that's also really hard to do because like the best image I can get is like that. So what if I do a couple pieces? I remember one of Pestaleve's videos, he had like a helmet, he had a rig and a backpack or something like that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have 3 pieces. I'll have the rig and the helmet in the same spot, and then the backpack on the other side. Can you buy day backpacks from him? Mechanisms. So scab backpacks. That's probably going to be what I suggest then for that. And then this. You know what though, like this body armor, 100k for level 5 body armor is good. So what if I take that image there? See, for this one, that subject. What the fuck? Okay, I was pressing Alt when I didn't need to. So if I grab that, if I move this in here, I'm just gonna scale that up. Transform. Why is my brain crapping itself? Transform, there it is. Scale. Scale this up. Because I can just scale it up once I bring it back into the thumbnail itself. And then do a stroke. Bring this layer back in and just smooth down those lines. I'm going to bring this down to 10 pixels because I don't want to be taking as much out of it. Okay. Do that. Just try to cut down as much between the actual armor and whatever I have to erase so that it's easier and less likely to make mistakes. Okay. Okay. Okay, I am going to shut down the stream in about 20 minutes at 8 o'clock. Because I work early tomorrow. So I have to do some prep before I go to bed. But I am going to have to finish the video tomorrow, so I likely will do another stream of that. I'll just move this over for you guys because my camera is over top of that. Okay, so now I can just take this. So I was going to do the body armor kind of there. And then what I want to do is I want to transform that a bit. I want to rotate it. Maybe like that. And then maybe transform it again and just scale it down a bit. There. It's good to go. And then picture of the scav backpack. And we'll do it like that because I do have the picture of the armor like that, so I'll have it basically facing the opposite direction so that I can put it on the left of it, and they're kind of like facing each other, I guess, in a way, if you know what I mean. I do try to get rid of as much of this dead stuff as I can, but sometimes it just doesn't work. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, I'm fine with that. Hide that. Edit. Transform. Scale. Scale up. Give that a stroke. And then gradient. And yeah, I just do this a bunch of times over and over again. What are you currently editing, Jacob? If you're still in here. Sometimes I will go back to a bigger size once I've done that kind of outline, just because it's a bit quicker to erase too. Sometimes even bigger if it's like a lot of blank space. And voila. Then I bring it back down. There. Just gonna smooth out the edges a bit again so they don't look too jagged. Ooh, nice. When you say fixing the current one, are you just like getting rid of videos or like just polishing up how it looks, like the video subcategories kind of thing? All right, there. I guess I'm gonna make the backpack a bit bigger. Oh shoot, I didn't know you could do that. Do that there and then have this down here, and then I'll have a chest rig up here. I think kind of rotated this way. And then for the title, actually, I'm going to do the title now too, I think. Oh, okay. Good, good, good. This is a bit too big, so I'm going to downscale the font to about 250. I like that color there for this. I'm going to actually downscale this one a bit too. because it is a bit like grainy, and I don't want that showing up too much in the final product. So we'll do that. And I'm just gonna get two more things. I don't want to have the penis helmet on there. I probably shouldn't call it that on here. Because I think it kind of looks ugly, but I'll put the contacts on. Yeah, eventually I'll probably go through, like once I have like 30 or 40 videos, I'll go through and I'll check everything that about how the channel looks and see if there's anything I want to change, because right now there's not a lot of videos, so there's not a lot to manipulate or change any really yet. So, but once there is, or at least if I think there is, I think that'll be it would be a good thing to go in and do that. But right now I just need to worry about getting a few more videos out, like probably 10 to 20, to get a bit more analytics so that I can start doing some of this stuff. Like I watch a YouTube channel called Think Media. I don't like their newer stuff. Their newer stuff seems like too, I don't know what to call it. Like a lot of YouTubers I've noticed, their initial advice is really good. Like when they're first starting out, like probably the first couple of years of that channel being live, their content is really solid advice. But I find that once they get into the later years, because they're basically doing the exact same kind of content, it's basically regurgitated, but more like, it's more, what is the word I'm looking for? It's more, okay, here's a good analogy. It's like if a chef opened a restaurant and the initial food they made was incredible. It was well priced, it tasted really good, the presentation was really good, and yeah, it was good food. And then a few years down the line, they decide to kind of shift gears because they become a more mainstream restaurant. And what they do is they take what they had originally, but then they make it worse, they make it taste worse, they make it look worse, and then they make it cost even more money. And so as like the consumer, you look at it, you're like, well, this is worse than what you guys made before. It's not too different. Like, why don't you just go back to what you had? That's kind of what I feel about their new stuff. Like the stuff they have published from 3 years ago is fantastic, and I watched a lot of that. They did recently do a video that actually did have decent advice, and it was a lot less, like, I guess, marketing bullshit, bullcrap. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're marketing these strategies to you, not so much actually telling you about applicable advice, which I guess just doesn't sit well with me, because it feels like they're not really trying to get you to consume their media because they want to help you. They're getting you to consume their media and content because they want to make money off of it, basically. I don't know. Anyhow. Okay, I think that's good. I don't think I'll be able to get it too much more well, you know what? I can erase down to here, I think, without really affecting how it looks too much. What kind of stuff are you editing? Like, are you actually editing a video now too? Or just doing the YouTube, the channel itself kind of thing? Oh, the heck? It's weird, why is it not coming with the stroke? That's odd. That normally doesn't happen. I guess I'll just put the stroke on when it's here. That should be fine. Gonna downscale it too. Edit, transform. It's weird, like I try to find the same part and like I can't, even though I was literally just there. It's weird. Oh, I think that's good. And I think I'll put a vest in the center there. Let's see, what kind of vests would be good? Suggestion. Oh, the BlackRock, 43k. That's not even that bad at all. Okay, I'll do it head on because the other two, it'll be kind of in the center and the other two already kind of have it. Excuse me, they already kind of have them on either side. So yeah, I'll do it head on like this. Close enough. I underestimate how long it takes to edit videos for me. Like, I think a lot of the time I almost get imposter syndrome about making YouTube videos. I'll sit there and I'll be like, I only spend like 2 hours to make a video and then I upload it and it can't be that good, right? And like, even if it does take longer, I still think that stuff, I'm pretty bad for that. But like, I didn't think I would be spending this long on the thumbnail. And sure, there was a bit of dicking around in the raid because I messed up a couple things in a bit at the beginning when I messed up the audio. But I do forget that it actually does oftentimes take quite a while to finish a video. I am working on 3 videos, so I probably could have gotten more done. Oh, okay. I understand now. So mostly just editing what you already have there. Okay. How many people do you have on the crew? You, Russell, and then a couple other guys, of course, I assume. Okay, I'm gonna scale this up. That text font is actually like very pastely too. That's funny. That's not even intentional. Okay, I actually really like that thumbnail. It's not as good as the gun ones in my opinion, just because those seem a lot more solid, but it's better than the previous one I had. It's a lot better than the previous one, so I will say that's pretty good. I'm gonna say thumbnail, 3 thumbnails, Nov. I'll just date stamp it November 22nd, 2020. Aw, what? Okay, I guess I have to do this. Okay. 7 of, damn, dude. How often are you guys planning to do videos? That's awesome. Okay, and then this should, whenever I open this, I can just hide layers too, so that I can just work on all 3 in the same part and then just export each bit. I think I'm gonna call it here, guys, because like the next bit that I have to work on is the scripts, and I do have to do a bit more of the thumbnail stuff, but I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. And then tomorrow, hopefully, for at least another 2 hours, I'll do a stream to get some of that stuff out. I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft because the new expansion drops tomorrow at 3 o'clock and I get off of work at 3:30. But thank you guys for watching. Feel free to check out the videos too that I make. They're all on the same channel too, and feel free to subscribe if you want to do that.